Okay. So one closing balance, this is not a closing balance actually. I should write here excess, which is transaction P. It says that 700 has been refunded, have to return back to the customer. So which is 2000. So here, so 2300. So now we have to make a balance. So this side total is this, which is 37001, right? And this one also 37001, and this one is the balance carried down. So balance carried down will be this number minus all this, that will be equals to 32860. 32860. So this number is a 37001 minus all this. So that's will be I don't know. It will be 4141, I guess. Yes, 4141 here. Right. So minus 4141 is equals to 32860. So this is the balance of your control account. So make sure when we are preparing bank reconciliation statement, reconciliation statement, it must be equal when we do the reconciliations. Right. So that is your control accounts. Right. So now we move on to the accounts. So all the transactions given here is in your assignment scenario. So I'm writing the numbers side by side so you can get the ideas how we got all these transactions, right? So we move on to the okay. So the idea is normally we prepare ledger. All right, ledger means we prepare individual T accounts. All right, I'm talking about account receivable or accounts payable, right? Because we focus more on control account. After ledger, we do control accounts. All right, in control accounts, of course, we will prepare total, maybe account receivable or accounts payable, all in one account. Now, third thing, we will do reconcile. All right. Now, what is the meaning of reconcile? You know that reconcile means make the balance of ledger and control account. Check, is it equal or not? If it's equal, move on. If it's not equal, it doesn't mean that I will write that number in suspense account. No. If it's not equal, what I will do, I will go back here to check. I will go back here to check. Did I make any mistake or not? The transaction is J transaction. J transaction is example of this error. So because of error, balance is not equal. So the example is a transaction J. We're supposed to write 100, but we write 30. So the debit side of account receivable is undercast by 70. So I have to fix this 70 here. So that's the reason I am preparing reconciliations. I can fix it. And after fix it, then I will make balance equal. If his balance is equal, that's good. If it's not, and this number is very small, then I will prepare suspense accounts, right? Suspense accounts. If I can't find this error and amount is as small. That's the treatment, actual treatment of your transaction, the way that we fix it in our companies, right? So You said we have to fix individual accounts. Yes, we have to fix individual account. But how we know we have to fix? Because of reconciliation process. It's very important step, reconciliation. Very important step. It's also important step too. That's why we can check we made a mistake here or not, right? So that's the reason behind this ledger and control accounts. I hope I answer your question. Is it okay?
So after preparing each individual, how about the balance of each individual account? Like wait, I must open it.
We have to fix it. We have to fix. That's why it will be equal. You do not need to literally go here and fix it. With the help of reconciliation, you will understand where we made a mistake or where we did not make a mistake. When we do the reconciliation, we do like A, B, C, D, E, F. If everything is okay, 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 error. Okay, okay, error. Right? Why error? Because the balance here is not equals to balance here. Right? So that's what we have to do. This is individual accounts, A, B, C, D, E, blah, blah, blah. So this is, for example, it's individual accounts. And we can understand error and we will fix it. Fix it means we will plus or we minus, depends. And then our balance will change up or down. And then we'll see if it's equal or not. That's what we're gonna do in our reconciliation step. Is it okay?
So that means that we will make the entry for each transaction, right?
We make entry for why we need to make. You mean journal entry?
Yes.
No, we don't.
Do we need to do it?
No, we don't need to do journal entry.
Okay.
No, just we have to make balance equal. We do journal entry if we need to make a T accounts. We already made a T accounts. Now we don't have to go back to the purpose of journal entries. With the help of journal entry, we do the T accounts. But if we already prepare T accounts, then why we have to make journal entry again? If any new transaction occur and we did not record it, then we have to make journal entry. But we already recorded all the transaction in book of prime entry. This is called journal book. All right, so no, we don't have to if you already recorded. Maybe that journal entry is wrong, right? But here we are not rectifying the journal entries. Here we are rectifying the T accounts, the balances of individual T accounts. We're gonna fix those balances. That's the purpose here.
Okay, first, so we need to prepare each individual account, like the transaction number 1, a sales invoice for
in your assignments, you don't have to do. In company, we do that. In your assignments, you don't have to prepare T accounts. In your assignments, you have to prepare just control accounts. T accounts already prepared, and we found the mistakes. These are the mistakes already in your assignments. These are the mistakes. These are the mistake, A to Q. We found this kind of transaction which has a problem or which may not have a problem. All right, so you don't have to prepare individual T accounts. You start your question with control accounts.
Okay.
Control accounts.
Oh, right? Okay.
Yes, so that's what I did before. So you start your questions exactly like this. You start your question exactly like this. This is your question. You don't. I'm not preparing any T accounts, right? So Any other question? Any other question?
How do you treat the transaction number 9?
Transaction 9.
I don't know the letter in your. Letter I.
I. Yeah. A debit balance of supplier accounts has been listed on the credit balance. The balance was 740. So which means debit balance of supplier. So debit balance of supplier means, what does it mean, debit balance of supplier? Means receive money. We're supposed to receive money, but we write in the credit sides. That's the error. We made it. So the debit balance of supplier has been listed a credit balance. We're supposed to write so which means because of this transaction, the supplier means accounts payable. Accounts payable balance increased wrongly. It increased and that is wrong by 741. That's the meaning of I. All right.
So where can we write it?
So let me check. Let me show you. 741. I think it's an individual transaction. It's an individual transaction. Let me check again. Yes, it's an individual transaction. It is part of your reconciliation. All right. It's an individual transaction, which is part of your reconciliation. So 741 plus 741. So total is 1482. So we have to minus it. That's part of reconciliation. We will do in reconciliation when we fix it. Right. So only these transactions belongs to your control accounts. So it's not belongs to your T account. So most of transactions given in your assignments, it belongs to your control accounts. All the transaction given from 1 to 10 or 1 to 12, or I don't know, 1 to 17. So yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Any other question? Any other question? Say something, yes or no?
No.
So no questions. So make sure you do your homework, right? You do your homework, and if anything is unclear to you, I will help you to solve next week, and we will also do situations. You please try to remind me. I will keep in my mind, but you remind me in the morning. Send me email Friday morning that situation 3, right? So I'll see you next week. So hopefully next week gonna be a last session for your financial accounting class. All right. So I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.